Kill Zombies. Rated TV MA. Streaming September 24th. Only on Disney+. And here we go.
It's the comic book bullies.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
It's the comic book bullies.
You will bow down before me!
It's the comic book bullies.
Now I am the master.
It's the comic book bullies. It's the comic book bullies.
All right, give it to me.
Yeah. The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. I give my heart and soul to you, girl. Did not do it, baby. Did not do it, baby. The Delphonics?
Okay, yeah, I was thinking of Scarface. I was thinking of Ghetto Boys. They sampled it anyway. Welcome to Comic Book Bullies, where nerds do bullying. Host Lyra, aka My Mind's Playing Tricks on Me, with my co-host.
Oh yeah, this is Eli, aka Mando Cakes.
There you go. All right, and we're back with the episode. I want to give a shout out to our third co-host, the AI.
All hail the Doombots.
All hail the Doombot. They have nobody else going to be here. AI is always with us. Oh, and also somebody always with us is Jake.
Yo, Jakey
Like
Poo
right
in the
there on
house.
time. He wastes no time. Just
waiting, man.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So we actually got a lot of show, man. We got we don't have time for the malarkey, for the tomfoolery.
None of the hullabaloo.
None of that. We got to just jump into this bad boy and just go into
We
it.
got
So
a
Eli,
thick, girthy show.
it's here. We got it tonight. So I want to go ahead and knock this topic out, because if I don't, I'm going to forget about it and not think about it again. And that topic is doing Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh, okay. We're getting into shit right away.
Let's knock that out first. Let's just get that out the way.
We're getting into
everything
the
else.
shit.
Yeah, knee deep to just dive into
The
it.
doo-doo.
All right, so like I said, the Mandalorian and Grogu drop is the movie's coming out next year, May 22nd. Eli, that is the first Star Wars theatrical movie since in how many years?
Before COVID, right?
Damn, yeah, before COVID. That's all we know before COVID, and actually a good bit before COVID.
A Star Wars movie.
Yeah, not Disney Plus, not cartoon. They didn't make no movie.
They actually they announce them every week, yet none of them get made. But this one got made.
Right. We actually saw footage of them shooting. We have a trailer.
There was a trailer. Yes, they dropped the trailer, so they have shit done.
Nope. It's not like they were in the middle of it and one of them lead actors got canceled or something like that. No, it's not yet anyway. But yeah. So there we go though. So Eli, I'm gonna let you take over, because I said I hadn't even seen the trailer. I mean, I'm gonna see it anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. They don't have to sell me on it. I'm gonna watch it. The trailer looks fine. It looks like a lot of fun. It's got the Mandalorian and everybody's favorite Star Wars character of all time, Baby Yoda. You know, the further adventures of these two, buddy cops or whatever you want to call them. Flying the galaxy.
Pedro Pascal's stunt double.
Flying the galaxy, getting into adventures, a lot of pew-pews, a lot of wars in the stars. So yes, looks like a lot of fun. I'll admit, me being the Star Wars fan, I don't think I'm as emotionally invested as this is like I used to be, because of how the Star Wars streaming shows have turned out, that they just seem to be just kind of mediocre at best. There are some stuff, like I was into the first 2 seasons of Mando. And after that, I felt like they started dropping the ball. Third season, I thought flat out sucked. And then, of course, Boba Fett turned into a big shit show and ruined the character. And I am traumatized for life and don't want to ever talk about him again.
Right.
So much so that I didn't even read the Boba Fett comic last week. That's how much I don't care about Boba Fett anymore. So congratulations, assholes. Y'all thought he was a bitch. Well, he's the bitch now. He's the bitch y'all wanted. Fuck Boba Fett.
It's canon. Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I was hoping. Yeah, that's the thing. I was hoping the Boba Fett show and the Mando show. Well, the Mando's been its own thing, and that's when it was cool. When it was its own thing, it was this guy, the further adventures of this guy and this little child doing dirt and crime throughout the galaxy. That was the show. That's what it started out as, and it was cool. Then they started tying into all this shit and ripped it apart. And the only thing people care about the show is not the Mandalorians. It's a Baby Yoda and Luke kicking ass. That's what people remember about the show. I'm being a Star Wars fan, being an ex-Boba Fett fan. I wanted more of the crime and scum and villainy of the galaxy. You know, that's what I wanted. I wanted the Boba Fett show to be more like Andor, you know, more dark and gritty. And they basically heroed up Boba Fett and made him shitty. But I digress. But that being said, this still
Are you going to talk about the trailer?
This still looks like a lot of fun. Yes, if I just leave my brain at the door. Okay, if Star Wars is for kids, even though we have Andor now, where it's not only just for kids anymore. But if this is just to sell toys, then that's all it is. This trailer looks like a commercial for Star Wars. Going to sell more toys, plenty of member berries, plenty of creatures from my child. Oh, there's Amanda Man. I haven't seen him since his toy back in the 80s. Like, okay, yeah, they're going back to the nostalgia, pit and digging out all our old sandbox toys and throwing them up on screen. And if that's all they're going to do, sure, why not? Looks like a lot of fun, and then that's all it is now, so I'm basically reverting back to when the prequels were out. Okay, if this is all it is, fine. I'm good with it.
I'm glad you're excited. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the thing is, Eli, I don't really care if Star Wars is good or bad anymore. All I care is does Eli like it? That's all I care.
Oh, well, thank you for investing in me.
Right. That's all that matters to me.
Thanks for caring about my feelings.
Right. Shannon Ryder. Hi.
Hey, what's up? Hey. How you doing? Thanks for listening.
What it do? Okay, Skeleton Crew. Well, no, we skipping that. No,
Skeleton Crew. No. I thought Skeleton Crew was fun.
You like Skeleton Crew?
I did.
Right?
There
you go. Okay,
Star Wars shows have been hit or miss.
There you go.
We're not going to go down and review them all, but yes, we there's some we liked, some we didn't like, and that's about it. And that's basically what we're doing now. That's how it is now. Some Star Wars shit's cool, some ain't. People like this, some people like that. Whatever. And we're not going to satisfy everybody, and I don't care anymore.
Right. So the thing is, as long as Eli like it, we can talk about it. That's all that matters.
You said.
Can we move on? I said it. So can we move on to the next part of the podcast?
Yes, let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going. Like I said,
to the next one.
If we didn't do that, because we didn't do it, I was going to forget Eli. I was going to complete, and then even if I remembered it, I was going to go past it anyway.
And I probably would have been fine.
Right. So let's just go ahead and rip that Band-Aid off and just talk about it, just so we don't have to talk about Star Wars the rest of the podcast. Okay. All right. So now let's talk about the thumbnail. Like I said, there was a TV show that dropped this week, if you want to call it that, streaming thing that dropped this week, and it was not that. We just talked about that. Marvel Zombies. Marvel Zombies just dropped. Okay, so like I said, this is a R-rated, well, TVMA rated streaming service horror movie. Well, horror TV show streaming thing.
If this came out in the theaters, it would have been R.
It would have been R-rated, yeah. Right? Yeah. So
this shit went hard.
I was going to see. Okay, I was going to see what you thought about it. How hard did it meet your standards.
I didn't expect it to go. I know it's Disney, it's Marvel. And then holy shit, did that dude just chop that guy up into itty bitty pieces?
Okay, because I was expecting the whole time while I was having that reaction, while you just had your pinky up the whole time, being bougie watching this. Does this meet my standards?
No, I got to give it to it. It kind of, sort of, almost made me jump. There was a scene where it wasn't a full on like jump scare, but I was taken aback. I was like, oh shit. There was a slight sense of shock.
I ain't gonna lie, they got me a few times.
I was like, oh shit. And like, holy shit, did I almost just jump? Did this Disney cartoon almost make me jump?
Disney cartoon.
Like, okay, bravo, good job. Keep it
Hand
coming.
over your car, Eli. You can't admit that in public.
I know, I'm a fucking, I'm a sissy now.
Right.
I jumped at a Disney cartoon.
Right. Hold me.
Yeah, zoinks.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about. Hold on. Before we get into it, we actually haven't even talked about this show yet. Let's talk about the show. Oh, let's see what we got here. Oh,
yeah.
How was the animation? I mean, it was What If. I mean, if you've seen What If, it's that.
It's cool.
So,
it's fun. It's the What If animation, which I think is pretty good. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. Matter of fact, this basically feels like I don't even say it feels like that's what it is.
It's like a living. I kind of like that style because it's like a living comic book. It's kind of sort of CGI, but not really. It's got like a 2D sort of
very expressive with the animation.
It's got like a 2D quality to it, but it's still kind of CGI. But it doesn't fall into like into the Spider-Verse type of like that sort of comic aesthetic.
Like you know it's 3D, but
but it looks 2D.
So it looks 2D at times, but
So it is almost like a living, breathing comic book almost.
Yeah. Oh, since this is a comic book podcast, can we talk about the Marvel Zombie comic?
Sure.
We've reviewed it on here before, but let's go a little bit deeper what we've gone before. Like I said, for those who know about it, the Marvel Zombies TV show is sort of based on the Marvel Zombies comic. Kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
But it is.
Kind of. They have different
2005 when it came out. Yeah. Just like I said, we've read, matter of fact, I think we've reviewed the original Marvel Zombies comic on this podcast before. Yeah. So if you review that, if you're expecting them to adapt those issues into live action or animation, whatever like that, they didn't do that. Not even remotely close. So what you read in the comic and what you see on the screen, they are completely two different animals. The only thing is similar is they're zombies and they're Marvel superheroes. That's really it. Not even close to the same story. Now, I do want to say this, that the original writer of Marvel Zombies was, of course, the one and only Robert Kirkman.
Oh, now, I will be reviewing his new book later.
I was about to say that. I was saying that. So when I say that name, Eli, I can already tell half the listeners, the other two, are going to be like, who? And the other two are going to be like, well, no shit, of course he did it. Like I said, Robert Kirkman in the comic in the world is basically a rock star, because he also did another little bitty indie comic, called The Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah.
I think they turned into a TV show, I think.
Yeah, and another little indie book known as Invincible.
Invincible, yeah, I think,
Yeah.
Maybe that was also a big TV show.
Some people may have heard of that, too.
Yeah. So like I said, Robert Kirkman has been a thing. So he invented Marvel Zombies. Other writers have kind of taken from there, but you got the guy starting Walking Dead, starting Marvel Zombies. That's the thing. So like I said, it was interesting. Like I said, superheroes doing stupid shit. There were certain callbacks from the original comic in this. Like, I'm pretty sure, wasn't Captain America chopped in half in that comic also?
I don't remember. It's been so long, and it even been so long since we've reviewed it. When I reread it,
since we reviewed it, yes, understand. But I want to say that I do remember Black Panther's leg was missing, was chopped off because the zombies were getting so hungry they couldn't wait to start chopping them off, and then he escaped, hopping on the missing legs. Like
the zombies are pretty much intelligent, and like the superheroes remain.
They could talk,
yeah, they were pretty much.
As a matter of fact, it was a thing to it. Like if the more they ate, like the smarter they got or some shit.
Something, and they still retain their powers and shit.
Yeah, it wasn't like they were just dumb. So even though like the mechanics of the zombies aren't the same of it. So don't think you're gonna read Marvel Zombies comic book and understand what's going on there because it don't relate. They're completely different. If anything, what you need to watch is What If. That's what you need to watch, especially since it's a spinoff of a specific episode of What If. And when an episode took off, they specifically said that they were going to do a spinoff of Marvel Zombies from that. Matter of fact, I think you have to watch that episode to kind of know what's going on in this, which I didn't watch it. I just
not since it's came out, which was like what,
not since it came out, and I couldn't remember
3 years ago or whatever it was.
Yeah, I can remember anything that happened in the episode, but doesn't matter. Honestly, I don't really give a shit about the lore of this.
Yeah,
just give me zombies fucking up people. That's all I care about. I don't care how they
I
got
didn't
here.
care about the
good.
lore until the very end, but we'll get into that.
Okay. All right. So look, before you go, Eli, let me go. Okay. So what I think about this show. Okay. I know we keep saying this every time Marvel drops something out there, but I do really think this is one of the best post-game Marvel things that they put out. I know we say that every time the first week a Marvel thing drops out, and then we completely change our mind the second week it comes out. No, and I may change our mind next week. Maybe that's how it goes. But for right now, I really do think it's one of the best things they put. I ain't say the best. I said it's up there, one of the best. I think I can recommend this for people that haven't seen this. Oh, I'm not clicking that. No. Now, that being said, that I think it's one of the best things Marvel has always dropped. At the same time, I think it pretty much accents every problem Marvel has had post-Endgame. At the same time, I think it has. Because what I realized that while watching the show, not only do you see like zombies, super zombies, fucking up people like that, which you come for, but they also got all these heroes bouncing back and forth between each other, these post-Endgame heroes that they have that you really haven't seen. You seen like one time, they were one and done and moved on, but now they're all collaborating with each other, kicking it with each other. You got the Young Avengers, but you got Kamala, Riri, and Kate Bishop. Yeah. And you were like, wow, they had like this really dynamic chemistry between each other. They bounce, even though it's a cartoon, it's animation, they bouncing off each other and shit like that. And this is entertaining.
I actually thought the camaraderie between those three characters were really cool. I found that first episode very entertaining.
Yeah, but at the same time, and that was frustrating me. You like, damn, why have y'all waited so long for this? Because yes, Riri Ironheart dropped this year, but when did they finish that? 2020, 2022, something like that? We hadn't seen Kate Bishop since 2021. So they haven't done anything with these characters. I understand that you put the movie out and you put the TV show out and it flopped, whatever like that, but that doesn't mean you just drop it and just wash your hands of it and just throw shit at the wall and move on to something else. Give the fans or the audience time to relate to these new characters. Hell, we needed time to relate it to the first characters. Captain America 1, that shit, if that shit did the numbers now, they would have canceled that shit back then. You know, it took a while for that shit to go. Incredible Hulk, nobody watched that shit other than me and Eli. You know, it took a while for that shit to get going, but eventually we got used to these characters and we connect with these characters. So what Marvel has been doing with Phase 4, which I feel like they have even more characters after post Phase 4 than they had pre-Phase 4. They're just throwing characters at you and shit like that, and they're not developing them. And the fucked up part is that these are talented actors. It ain't like the actors just don't work. No, the actors are working. I mean, Haley Steinfeld doing all kind of stuff outside of Marvel. Why won't Marvel do something with her?
Yeah.
You know, that's all I'm saying. So you got that camaraderie with it. You got the chemistry with it. When they could have done this live action, like you should at least had about 2 or 3 movies. Kamala Khan has been in what? Miss Marvel and the Marvels. That is it. Why the fuck is she not in like 4 or 5 projects of shit? Like she should be like Marvel's.
Woke.
She should be Marvel Stan Lee.
It's woke.
See, that's the problem. I see what you say. I see where you're going with it. The MCU and all this shit like that. Every time you show it, you're gonna get these man babies whining and shit like that. But maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem right there. Marvel is backpedaling on everything they've done, which is what they're doing right now. Shang-Chi, that dude is charismatic. I've been telling y'all about Simu Liu. The dude is charismatic as fuck. He's been like that before the MCU.
And I've been saying Shang-Chi is one of the coolest Marvel movies post Endgame. Like, yes, it might be like when I think of that's the one I go to. What else has come out? I mean, Far From Home or No Way Home.
Well, but at least if you talk about new character introduction, like he tops the list. I mean, for me, he's up there if you want to put up there, but he's up in that list. Like I said, the dude playing him is charismatic as hell. He knows kung fu. He knows martial arts for real.
And it's just a cool fucking movie.
It's a cool fucking movie. And he was charismatic as hell in Marvel Zombies in this as a cartoon character.
I like,
and it frustrates you.
I like how all the Asian characters all the Marvel Asian characters were in one place.
Okay, let's name it. You got Shang-Chi. You got Jimmy Woo.
Jimmy Woo,
you know,
Death Dealer,
Death Dealer. I mean, technically Kamala Khan counts too.
Aquafina was.
What the fuck is Aquafina in this movie?
I don't even know her name.
I knew Katie. Her name is Katie,
whatever. But Aquafina, her.
Why the fuck does Marvel feel like they have to chain him to her Aquafina all the fucking time? I don't understand that. She should have been killed off in the first 15 seconds of the first episode and move on from that. That's what should have fucking happened. She should not have made it to the end when Thor and Zombie Hulk or Zombie Thor or whoever the fuck was fighting each other and she surviving. That should not have happened. But
I just like how like all of Asian characters were just in one place.
I did notice that. It was just like, okay, hold on.
America
Shore. No. Jake, you know why, right? That's breaking canon. Okay, so if y'all remember Doctor Strange, because I actually thought about this also. Why?
Pay attention, y'all.
Pay attention. Why America Chavez wasn't in this or in any What If? Remember, she says she's the only multiversal being. There is no other version of her. She said that in Doctor Strange. So the other versions of these, like in What If, like that, she don't exist. She said that. So if she were to show up in Marvel Zombies, that would actually break canon.
So there's rules.
There's rules sometimes when they remember.
when they feel like it.
When they feel like it, yeah. I say that shit, the next time they'd be like, oh, we could have put in there, we just couldn't get the actress or whatever.
Oh, she's a Skrull.
Yeah, or whatever the fuck. They just make up some bullshit. Yeah. I hate it when they forget their own rules, but it happens all the time. So, yeah. So that's the thing. So, yeah, honestly, Eli, it was so many Asians in this show. I almost feel like y'all could have put this back in Asian Heritage Month, promoted this shit. And I ain't had a problem with it. I'm just saying, it
felt a little stereotypical.
like it's all in one spot.
Yeah, everybody's related. Like that's what I got to say.
Like Star Wars, all the black people related. So.
Yeah. Fucking Finn is Mace Windu's son or some shit. It's
like it just happened. Jimmy Woo just happened to be there. It's just funny that the Asians were the only one to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, Jimmy Woo, and like I say, everybody was just there. Okay, that's convenient.
But we saying that, Eli. But going back to canon, Jimmy. Okay, so Shang-Chi and Katie were in San Francisco at the time, at the beginning of Shang-Chi. But so was Jimmy Woo. Ant-Man 2 was in San Francisco.
Okay.
So it feels like a stretch, but it's not a stretch. It just feels like weird they happen to be in San Francisco at the same exact time, but they're both were in the same city at the same time. So
yeah.
Whatever. I let it slide. Let it slide.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it worked. It was fun. Like it was fun.
It worked. I mean,
and
like I said,
I was stoked to see Shang-Chi back. I was like, because I did like that movie, and to see him back and kicking ass again, and I thought that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
So
also, we got to talk about our boy Blade, aka
Blade Knight or Moonblade or
Blade Knight, Moon Knight. It's like they want to have the cake and eat it too. Like we talk about Moon Knight. I know you hated Moon Knight. Moon Knight was a good show, but they have done zero with that character. It's another thing what I'm talking about. So they decided instead of bringing Oscar Isaac back, because he's probably way too expensive at this point to do some shit, just do a Blade impersonator, not even Blade, a Blade impersonator, because it wasn't Mahershala Ali.
Mm-hmm.
They got a guy to do an impersonation of Mahershala Ali's voice. So It wasn't even him. So it wasn't even Blade. He just looked like Blade, but it wasn't Blade. So it's like, whatever. It doesn't matter. He was the coolest thing in the movie. So it's like, I mean, you watch that scene. I wish I could have zoomed out, but he was fighting zombie ghosts. That shit, I was like, whoa. It's because I didn't see the trailer. So when I saw this shit, like when I watched, I was like, oh, shit. And he had a bunch of cold ass scenes in there. Just like, oh, shit. Okay, he's the coolest dude in here. Until he ran up against Zombie Thor. That shit had me roll. That was another oh shit moment I had. And then I was laughing my ass off when I saw it.
Or Cosmic Hulk. Or whatever the fuck.
Or Cosmic Hulk, yeah. Did you notice Cosmic Hulk was butt naked the whole time?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I thought I was the only person that
how
noticed that.
R-rated is this gonna go?
Hulk just starts slapping zombies with his dick and shit.
Yeah.
Just get the fuck out the way.
Big old nuclear explosion. Bang.
Hulk smash. So that's my thing. So that's what frustrated about the show. But overall, it was good. Like I said, it was a bunch of oh shit moments in there. It was a couple of jump scares moments in there. I thought there was some funny scenes in there. I just like and you didn't know what character was going to show up. Sometimes I had to watch it twice, and the characters I thought I didn't see, I saw again. Like I didn't notice John Walker was there.
Oh yeah. That was like, okay, which zombie? Yeah, because they were zombified heroes. Like, I was like, okay, who's this now, and who's that now, and yeah.
Right.
And now, some movies I haven't seen. I haven't seen all the Marvel zombie or Marvel movies. Now,
keep in mind, Eli, everybody wasn't somebody. Some of them just was cannon fodder, just random ass people just there to get killed or eaten or whatever. Fuck. So yeah. So not everybody was there, but like the bullheaded sorcerer or some shit like that. He was in the background of Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, and I was like, well, who the fuck is this bullhead?
The Minotaur guy?
The Minotaur guy? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought he was from. No, that was a cow. What the fuck was that on Moon Knight? Was that a cow?
Not a cow. No, that was a hippo?
It was a hippo. That's right.
Probably. But that wasn't a Moon Knight thing. That was a Doctor Strange multiverse thing. He was there when Scarlet Witch showed up and started fucking up shit. But he didn't say shit. He was just there. So in this, we got all kind of personalities like that. Like, oh, so the bull Minotaur guy is talking. Okay, so and he knows magic. He was whooping ass in this shit. So like, okay, until they fucked him up. So
yeah. Everybody got fucked up. Yeah,
everybody got fucked up. Spider-Man probably kind of worse than anybody else. Like I think like Ant-Man's daughter ate him or some shit.
That Ant-Man shit was pretty dope, dude. The giant kaiju zombies.
Yes. They had Spider-Man right as well.
Oh yeah, like he was making one of them punch himself.
Ripped off like 100 zombies' heads or some shit. So.
yeah, like the action was dope. It was gory, way gorier than I expected. Like I heard it was gonna be like TV MA, but I like holy shit. Like I was like, damn, that's brutal as fuck, man. So I didn't expect. Like I said, I almost jumped.
Well, I jump like a bitch. So yeah,
you go. Oh, you make a noise too.
Oh shit! Like zombie Namor, that whole thing.
Shit. Yeah, that episode we're on the raft and
they were trapped in a small room that you couldn't get out of. I was like, oh shit! And Namor fucked up a good bunch of them too.
Yeah. Or just that,
he whipped John Walker in half.
Yeah, or what I thought also like that the beginning of was that episode 2 when they're like Mad Maxing it like down like in the wastelands and shit.
And they had scrolls. They were fighting scrolls.
Mm-hmm. And they were singing the song. But see, it made me remember how much I liked the Shang-Chi movie. They were all like doing karaoke, they were singing the song, the Journey song, and it was just a lot of fun. I enjoyed.
Like I said, yeah.
No, go ahead.
But I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Like I said, Marvel has been throwing a whole bunch of stuff at it, but I think this whole let's throw shit at the wall, see what sticks approach hasn't been working for them. They should have been cultivating these characters more. People need to gravitate to these characters.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I liked Kamala. I liked like the first episode with Kate, Kamala, and Riri. They're all hanging out. I was bummed out when Riri and Kate died. I was like, oh shit, man. And then
I was laughing when Kate died. That shit was kind of funny.
But I was like,
she shot Captain Marvel with the party arrow. She's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know who Captain Marvel was fighting?
Who was fighting? Oh, what was that thing?
Yeah, who Captain Marvel? Icarus.
Okay, see, yeah, I still never seen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were throwing so much shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I figured
Icarus wasn't a zombie.
Yeah, and I figured that because they're saying it was like the storm in the skies. Like, are there two superheroes fighting up there?
Yeah, and they just always fight. They just never stop. They just fight. Yeah.
So,
but Icarus wasn't even a zombie because in Eternals in the MCU they're robots. So. Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I never seen the Eternals. I never saw that.
Okay. Well, you seen enough. Let me see what Kate Bishop was killed. Yeah, Captain Marvel killed her. Oh, was she killed in the MCU? What are you talking about? Like in no, she's in. She just she was in. What the fuck was she in? The Marvels. She was in the Marvels.
Yeah, I don't remember.
At the end, post credit scene.
I don't remember.
Come on, no, okay, never mind. I could keep going. I could just describe the Marvels movie the entire time. You'd be like, I still don't remember. Never mind. Okay, so Yeah, that's like anything we got to talk about this. Or
I mean,
we're good, or-
I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. I loved the violence and the gore and the action. I was enjoying it until the very end when they left it bookended, and I'm getting kind of sick of that shit of shit being left bookended. You know, when it turned out
I won't say bookended
or
I'll
not
say
bookended, like
open.
a cliffhanger. Like it didn't resolve
Yeah.
itself. Like what the fuck? What the fuck is? What's Wanda doing?
WandaVision them. That's what she did.
Yeah, like what is Wanda? I can't. It's like why, another reason why I don't like. I hate Wanda. I can't stand Wanda in the comics or anywhere else. Oh, except the show. But even that, she's just—that's all she does is fuck up reality. She just
Yeah.
gets all emo and goth and just takes it out on everybody. It's like Jesus Christ. Will you just create your perfect fucking world and shut the fuck up? Like she's just always fucking.
You telling me the zombie food shit didn't get you when she did that shit? When she pulled that trick on him?
I'm just saying, what the hell was she doing? Like, here, take my hand and we'll make this world a better place. Like, what the fuck?
First of all, I don't know what she wanted Kamala for anyway.
That's what I'm saying. What was
she
all that
had
about?
The power to do whatever the fuck she was trying to do. She's like, I just want you. You know?
Yeah. What is she trying to do? I didn't understand what she was. Yeah, what her goal was at the end, and then it just ended.
I mean, I get where her goal was. I just don't know what she needed Kamala for. Basically, she wanted to WandaVision the whole world. That's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like the world is still fucked up, but people won't know it's fucked up.
Yeah, so I was into it until the very end, and I was like, really, that's it? And then I like, man, they keep doing this. They keep leaving things unresolved, and I'm kind of getting burnt out on that shit, especially after Ironheart did that, and fucking Alien did that. I'll get into that later.
Well, they gotta do that, Eli. They gotta do that.
But that's what I'm getting sick of. That's why I don't watch all the Marvel movies anymore.
Right, because they want a season 2. That's why they're doing it. So if you do some big bombastic shit that goes viral at the end, then it gets enough renewal to do. So they don't want to just close it, you know.
Yeah, but it's for me. It's like, what is Wanda trying to do?
She's trying to WandaVision everything. That's what she's trying to do.
Yeah, but what does she, like you said, what does she need Kamala for? What is Kamala like?
That I don't know, because Kamala has whatever power Kamala has no purpose for what she's trying to do. At first, I guess she's trying to steal the reality stone so she can WandaVision everything, but that's it.
Yeah,
you know?
and at first I thought it was just some Mephisto shit because Wanda's trying to did some shit with Mephisto and probably brought hell on earth or some shit. That's what I was thinking. But then it turned out to be the Hulk thing. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? Now she wants the Hulk's power for whatever the fuck reason. And I'm like, what is Wanda?
And that shit was way out of left field. Like I thought we were talking about zombies.
Yeah, like what is Wanda trying to do? Can't she just create a reality? Like, why she got to fuck with everybody's lives? Like,
yeah. Well, she can. We know Wanda. She'll limit it to like a town. She wants to do the whole planet.
Yeah, that's the thing. She's got to take it out on
Hulk, but naked Hulk's powers, and she can do the whole planet.
Yeah, and that's what gets on my nerves about her. Like, she's just got to take it out on everybody. She has a bad day, and we all got to pay. Like, fuck off.
Oh man, so all right. So I'm gonna slap a score on it. I'm gonna say 4.5 out of 5, man. This shit was fun as hell to me, man. It was just a fun thing. A bunch of the shit was nonsensical. I don't care. It was fun. I saw a bunch of zombies get fucked up, super zombies run around. Shit was funny, charismatic actors, great animation. Blade was awesome. Well, Blade Personator was awesome as hell. So I got nothing to complain about it. I recommend this for anybody. Just if you just want to just watch some shit and have fun with it. So
I don't know if I'll get fuck. That ending really pissed me off. So like I was having a great time until the very end, and I'm like, really, that's it? It did it again. It's doing what all the Marvel does now, is just kind of like, you
can't blame that on Marvel. Every show does that. This is what everybody does.
But I guess I'm going with the feeling I had in the end. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. That might sound kind of mean, but
no. That's good, because if you gave it what I gave it, I would have took your card.
Well, you said 4.5. I didn't think
know.
That
you can't give it a 4.5. This is a Disney cartoon.
I'm still saying 4 out of 5 is a little bit high for me. Like I liked it all up until the very end. When it just ended, I'm like, that's it. That's it. I was kind of left a little peeved.
Okay. Now I'm saying you can keep your card with a 3.5. Eli.
That's me being mean. If I'm being nice, I would give it a 4 out of 5. But I'm not going to be nice. So
okay, that's the Eli we know,
because that's been happening a lot lately. Like I said, after Ironheart, I was pretty pissed after Ironheart, and then this did that shit too. So I'm like, okay, y'all, you got to, you guys are fucking up. You guys are pissing me off. Marvel's pissing me off these days. So.
All right. So now we move on. Now I'm curious to what you have to say about it, because I know you want to talk about this for a while, and we're going to address this. So
what's that?
Just let you know I did watch it. So.
Oh, you talking about Alien?
Alien, yeah. We're talking about Alien Earth. That's what we're talking about right here. Okay. So, like I said, Eli watched the whole thing. Eli is our resident alien expert. He's going to break this show down for us, actually know what we need to know, where we need to go. This is Alien for Dummies. And Eli's going to give it to us.
Well, I've gone into Alien many times over the years. I won't go too deep. And we talked about Alien the first few episodes, last month or when it first dropped. So I'm not going to recap that. But the finale dropped this week. The season 1 of
Ended
Alien Earth.
Cliffhanger.
What's that?
Ended on a cliffhanger.
It landed on a cliffhanger. And I was quite disappointed. Because I was into the show. I was really into the show. I think it did barely enough to keep me interested. My biggest gripe about the show is I wanted more xenomorph action. I felt it was a little light on the whole xenomorph thing, and I started introducing all these other aliens that I didn't give a shit about, the eyeball alien and the banana peel alien and all that shit.
Yeah, they really tried to like Baby Yoda that eyeball alien for some reason.
Yeah, I'm like, I wanted more alien and not fucking Men in Black, So
yeah, let's start trying to make this a thing.
Yeah,
it's not a thing.
And especially in the finale, I'm like, okay, there's all this buildup and shit's starting to hit the fan, and okay, here we go. Fucking the xenomorphs are loose and people are going to start, the soldiers are getting fucked up and everything, I'm like, okay, cool. And all the fucking kills happen off screen. That's a big fucking no-no, especially in horror. You can't this is what I'm here for.
Right.
I'm here for the alien action.
Marvel Zombies can do it. Why can't Alien Earth do it?
Yeah. So that's what I felt at. It was this big build up, and it was just felt like anticlimactic in the end. Because when it ended, when Wendy grabbed all the doctor and the boy Cavalier, they had them all in the cell. Now we rule, and then it stopped. I'm like, okay, it's not over yet, is it? Because the Weyland-Yutani ships are showing up. Like everything's about to fucking blow up here. It was building up for this big, huge like battle or whatever showdown, and then it just stopped. And I'm like, that's not over yet, is it? And then the song started playing. I'm like, that's it. Really? You left me.
See you next season.
Yeah, next year. I'm like, really? Now here I am with blue balls now. That's the thing is like, this show did just enough to keep me interested. I was into like what was going on. I was into the whole corporate, the corporations exploiting the working class, and the whole Blade Runner thing with the androids and how they took the minds of children and put them in adult bodies, and then that was interesting about how these children are all of a sudden forced to make these adult decisions and how that shit just went wrong. Like I was into all that shit, the whole Blade Runner, the android and this, becoming a sentient being theme, that shit going. Basically stuff I wanted Ironheart to deal with, because it was similar.
AI and stuff.
Yeah,
like
it was similar.
Heavy on AI. So
yeah, because in Ironheart, Riri's friend was the AI. Her dead friend was the AI, and then this one he had all the kids were dead. The little sister of the brother and sister and the little sister's AI memory were in the android and all that shit. Like I was into all that. I was into the Terminator. We got a Terminator fight in this last episode. The two androids battling each other and fucking each other up. Like that,
right. Older model versus newer model. And
yeah, I was really into the whole, all that, so it was a slow burn, which I was into. Like I said, I thought it was cool. I was into all that. Interesting themes going on. It was a slow burn, but I just felt like there was no payoff. If it's going to be a slow burn, you got to pay it off, and I just felt like there was no payoff at the end. It just ended, and I was left kind of disappointed, Yeah, I mean, that's about all I got. I mean, as far as like things that I predicted, I thought like maybe. Remember, I said back in the first episode, like because it stuck to the formula. The first 2 episodes stuck to the formula. Were okay, and that's the original Alien. It's basically a slasher movie in space. They're all confined on this one spaceship, and a killer or a ghost. It's a haunted house in space. And that continues throughout most of the second one. It's Marines stuck on a base. Part 3, it's prisoners stuck in a prison, and that seems to be the Alien formula that has worked. Even Resurrection, they're all stuck on that space station with aliens. They're trapped. And the first 2 episodes, that was going on. The ship crashed into that building, and they sent in the rescue squad, and aliens are running them up. And those first 2 episodes worked. And then it changed, and then we took this detour into Blade Runner territory, for the rest of the season, pretty much. Except that one flashback episode. What was it?
Except
episode
that one
5?
which was the best.
Which was the best episode of the whole season because it stuck to the formula.
Right. Like this should have been the first episode. Why wasn't this the first episode? I would have been hooked in.
Yeah. And so here's okay. Now we took the detour, and now here's the finale. We've built all this shit up, all these, the aliens and Wayland Yutani, everything's, convening on this one spot, and shit's gonna hit the fan, and then it just ended, and I was like, really? That's it? So, yeah. Oh shit. Am I still here? I just dropped my phone.
You never went out. You here?
Okay. Just hold on. The screen just went black. Am I still there? Am I here?
You're still here.
Okay. Yeah. All right. But as far as like, I was kind of right. Remember when they said, I bet you the brother's going to get impregnated with an alien, and it was just a theory of mine. But remember, he has a new lung. He was injured.
Right.
And the company gave him a new lung. So I bet you that alien, that xenomorph did get impregnated, and they did take alien out of him and gave him a new lung. And that's why Wendy can somehow, remember, Wendy can speak to the alien somehow. And I bet you that's why, because she's related. She can talk to her brother, or it's got part of her brother inside the alien or whatever. Like the brother's DNA.
Almost got kind of like Ripley in part 4 could kind of control him.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's my theory. She can speak to aliens because the one xenomorph that came out of her brother has her brother's DNA in it. So that's just a theory of mine, but who gives a shit, right? We won't know for another year if they even address that. But
yeah.
So yeah, that's about all I got.
Okay, so sound like he was enthusiastic about this show.
I said, I looked forward to it. Like I said, it did just enough to keep me watching. I looked forward to it every week, and every week it came on, and I was okay. That's cool. And there would be parts of the show where I'd get bored, and I felt that like there was like a little bit of a lull here and there, but for the most part, I was interested. And and then the finale, everything I've been wanting to see for the past 2 months, here we go, and it was just kind of a letdown for me. So
yeah, it just felt like the first half of another. Like the whole season, it just felt like they just chopped it in half. It feel like they really want to tell the story they really want to tell in the second season coming up, whatever it is. So,
and that's what they keep doing. That's
I mean, they got to green like this stuff some kind of way. So, my favorite thing to come out of this show was not even on the show. It was this. He's wearing Adidas, Eli.
Oh, the alien.
Why is the alien wearing Adidas?
So you can run.
That
man.
shit became a meme.
It's the shoes.
If you got a xenomorph wearing Adidas, you are not getting away. He's gonna catch you.
It's got to be the shoes. Oh, those are Jordans.
It's got to be the shoes. Okay, like they just throwing an endorsement in there. But yeah, hold on, let me see. Slap a rating on it. Oh no, we're gonna get there. Jake, we'll get there. Let's see.
Slap a rating on it. Out of this.
Yeah, he talking about Alien. What is stop? Who is this? I don't know who this is. FBI? Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Doombot, get him. Okay. Also, another thing about this show I didn't know. Like I said, the girl, Wendy. I'm trying to see if I can find this. Yeah. I didn't know that she's old boy's daughter.
I think I might have heard something about that, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't know who old boy is, I can't remember his name. All I know is that he's Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern show next year. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's pretty cool. So it's like she's a nepo baby, but you didn't know she was a nepo baby. I thought she was pretty good. So that's a good thing when you can't tell it's a nepo baby, because sometimes you can tell. Like, oh yeah, you know somebody get this job. So yeah. So that's it. Kind of like that. Like I said, Eli, I rated this show less than you did. It's like every other episode kept my attention. And I only powered through this because I know you were going to review it at the end. Otherwise, I would have just dropped this and just not cared. You know? I am glad I got to watch that one episode that I really liked. Other than that, and I was like, okay, maybe they'll give us another episode like this. They did. That was it. I was like, oh, okay. So this show was whatever to me. It was something. It was kind of. This was basically a background show to me. Like, show just watching the background while I just do something else.
It didn't make. So I take it. It didn't make you an Alien fan.
Not at all. Maybe less so. It's just saying. But like I said, I'm glad people did like it. I hope it does get a second season of it like that, or whatever it is. But this didn't hit for me. I know people like it. I know people love it. It's probably going to win awards and Emmys and stuff like that. But y'all have at it. Y'all have fun with that. So yeah. So I think we're going to do the exact opposite of what we did with Marvel Zombies with this.
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll be nice and give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. Okay, I got to go lower than you. So yeah,
like I say, I was into it. However, I felt it was a slow burn with no payoff.
Yeah, you know? The 3.5, the 0.5 came from that one episode.
And the only reason why I continue to watch it is because I'm a fan of Alien. You know?
Yeah. And the only reason I watched it because Eli is a fan of it.
So it didn't give me like what I, as a fan of Alien and the OG fan, you know, of the Alien movies, it didn't give me what I really wanted to see in the end.
Yeah. So. Does Leroy enjoy horror? No, not really. Like Eli is the horror guy. I mean, I'll watch him every now and then if it's like a big thing, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to search, like, dig in the crates and find the most deepest obscure horror movie you can find. That's not what I do. That's what we got Eli for. So yeah, he break it down for us to let us know. So yeah, so Alien Earth, I guess that's what I think about it. So yeah, all right, can we move on past that to the next thing?
Sure.
Okay, I don't even know where we at now. What is this? Oh, we are gonna talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that. Okay, all right, we're gonna talk about Peacemaker. We didn't watch it. So, but reason we didn't watch it because the internet went nuts and spoiled everything for us. Man, not on the internet, DC's Facebook page spoiled everything for us. They just said, fuck you, just here's everything. Like an hour in when everything was going on. So we already knew what the fuck was going on. So that's it. So everybody knows basically the theory that I had last week is there.
Yeah, you turned out to be right, man. You were right.
I turned out to be right. Why are you shocked about that? I'm always right. No cheeseburger for me. So yeah. But here's the thing, Eli. We're in the video game section.
Yeah.
Ooh, you're in it. Not we're going to it. We're already in it right now. Because the reason we're talking about Peacemaker is because of Fortnite. Have you heard what's going on?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna get
you. No, I'm not. I don't play Fortnite. So.
I don't play Fortnite either. I'm just telling you what's going on.
Okay.
But the point is, Fortnite is going on right here because, like I said, that intro dance that Fortnite always throws like emotes and dance moves and stuff like that and stuff like that. So they threw Peacemaker's dance move in there, not knowing what Peacemaker's dance move was about. For people don't know what the dance move is, I'll show it to you in a slideshow to kind of so you understand what's going on. Boom, boom, boom. Is it clicking? Is it clicking? What's going on? Okay.
Oh so yeah, you did say this. Yeah,
I did say that. I had it in a throwaway comment, and I wasn't really thinking about it. But because the internet is the internet, other people took it way more seriously than what it was. So where I just threw a random comment, yeah, it's a swastika in there, not knowing that Fortnite has their dance in their game, and people are realizing that they're doing a dance with a swastika in Fortnite. So they banned that dance in there. They disabled that dance. You can't do it because they didn't know what James Gunn was going, what direction he was going with this. And they said they might bring it back if they get clarity on what James Gunn meant by the dance. But if he can't get clarity, then it's disabled and you get a refund back on it. So yeah, so they ban the Fortnite, the Peacemaker dance on Fortnite. So slippery slope, but they did it. It was like this. My thing is this: so we're banning this, which may be a dance that we think it is, but they still got Kanye music and dances on there. Kanye came out this year as a Nazi, just straight up said he's Nazi. And if you, Eli, have you heard his last album?
Whose?
Kanye.
Oh no.
Well, he has the biggest song he had on that album was Hail Hitler. So he had a video to it also.
I remember you. You're the Kanye connoisseur.
Right. So that's still in Fortnite. But the Peacemaker dance that may or may not be what we think it is, that's gone. So I don't know. Fortnite, you can't just pick and choose. First off, Fortnite, understand the context of any dance you're doing because it represents your company. Don't just throw shit in there because it lets you make money. You know, that's how you get into situations like this. So let's see. No, he doesn't. I mean, he does, but he doesn't. Don't listen to that shit. So yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, that's all I got. We can move on past that. Okay. So next thing we got is we're gonna talk about the Tokyo Game Show was this weekend. We're still in the video game section, and we're gonna talk about the Wolverine game.
Oh yeah,
there was also a pretty good James Bond game. Also,
a James Bond game.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I had Leroy watch the Kanye. No, I'm not. No, I'm not watching Kanye. I want to pretend he doesn't exist. I want to pretend he's over here somewhere. So yeah. All right. So yeah, there was an awesome James Bond game, which I should talk about, but since that Wolverine game dropped, we're just gonna talk about the Wolverine game because it's Wolverine. So, like I said, Wolverine, awesome. What you expect is Wolverine. So, and hold up, did I miss something? What is this? Oh, we'll come back to that. We're gonna come back to that. We're in the video game section. We're gonna come back to that in a second. All right. So since we're talking about Wolverine, just gonna show some clips. I was gonna play the video for you, but it's pretty fucking gory, so we're not gonna do that. I do want to show you some shit. They're showing the Little Princess bar, which you remember Little Princess bar was located in where, Eli?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
Madripoor. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's where he always went. That's the bar he went to in Madripoor. So Madripoor is a playable level in the game.
Okay.
Yeah. What else we got? Oh, just awesome pick stuff like that. What we got here? Fighting the Reavers. I think he's fighting the Reavers in there. So he might be, Hellfire Club going or something like that. They also show Omega Red. Omega Red is going to be a boss fight in there.
Okay.
They also showed Japan as a playable level also, which we pretty much can confirm Silver Samurai is going to be here some kind of way. So, yeah. With the Muramasa blade, the one thing that can cut through adamantium and like fuck up his healing blade, that's gonna be a good ass fight. You got to have Silver Samurai in this one. So who did they get to play Wolverine in this game? This guy. You ever watch Spartacus?
Oh yeah.
Okay, not the first guy to play Spartacus, the second guy to play Spartacus. The first guy to play Spartacus, I think he passed away, and he was recast. Mm-hmm. So this guy, I think his name is Liam McIntyre. He's an Australian actor. Not only is he doing the voice, he's doing the mocap also. And when they show Wolverine, like when his mask also like that, looks exactly like that guy. So he's basically the new Wolverine. Which, I mean, I haven't watched Spartacus, but I mean, he looks Wolverine-y enough. I mean, I have no problem with this. So
yeah, Spartacus is actually pretty dope. It's like 300.
Okay, which I imagine, but yeah. So like I said, seemed pretty awesome. I'm interested. I mean, no, it's Wolverine. I'm definitely getting this game. Wait, I can't get it. I don't have PS5.
Yeah, that's neither do I. That's
so
I was stoked until I heard that it's only on the PS5.
So Jake, you Twitch stream it and link us, and then we'll steal your footage. How about that? That's how we play the game. Otherwise, we got to live vicariously through Jake on that one. So yeah. All right. So now we're going to backtrack because it was something we did want to talk about. Even though we're in the video game section, we're going to go on. We're going to talk about Spider-Man. Tom Holland.
Yep.
Yeah. Because remember he got fucked up this week?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. I remember we were talking. Yeah. We were talking about this.
Know what happened. No, we didn't talk about this.
Well, we were talking about this. We were talking about
this.
We were talking about talking about this.
We were talking about it, but we never talked about it. But now we're going to talk about it. Okay. All right. So, like I said, Tom Holland got fucked up this weekend doing some crazy ass stunt. We don't know what happened. Either he had a concussion or he split his skull open. We don't know what the fuck happened. They won't tell us. Either way, they shut down production. He's on the mend. He's healing. You know, like I said, whatever his injury is, even if it is a concussion, you got to take time with that. That's a head injury is nothing to play with. So yeah. What else you wanted to say about this Spider-Man movie?
Oh yeah, you got it. Okay. The new Spider-Man movie, the Jackie Chan stunt team are doing the action choreography. Mm-hmm. So, which I think
that doesn't mean Jackie Chan is in the movie.
Yeah. This is his team is doing the stunt work, and it's directed by the guy who did the Shang-Chi movie. So, and they're doing a lot of live stunts with actors. That's probably why I'm sure that's why.
They even swinging, like the swinging is real.
Yeah.
Like they show a stunt man swinging. I hope that one Tom Holland. So
that's how he got injured. Was doing his own stunt. And
like you were Tom Holland, not Tom Cruise. Don't be doing this dumb shit out there. You are not Spider-Man. Spider-Man is not real.
And where they're not shooting here, they're shooting somewhere else. They're not shooting in like the United States. They're shooting in another country.
It's always cheaper. Yeah, it's always cheaper to do.
Yeah, and the reason being is because Jackie Chan always had a hard time getting insured in America because he was so nuts. You know, they didn't want to pay for his injuries and all that stuff because Jackie Chan was known for, he's known for doing all his own stunts. His whole stunt team are a bunch of, nut guys, crazy motherfuckers who,
See, now you're selling me on the movie, Eli, because now I'm thinking about the end credit scene. The credit scene is just going to be a bunch of bloopers. Tom Holland getting fucked up. Stunts that he missed.
Yeah.
Like when he split his skull open. Keep that shit in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Jackie Chan got hit by a helicopter.
Right.
And like broke his shoulder or something. Yeah. So yeah.
That's what happened. That's what happened. Tom Holland probably did some light ass stunt, and they was just looking. Jackie Chan's stunt team looking at him like pussy.
Probably got kicked.
So he like, oh no, I'm gonna show you.
They probably kicked him or something.
Right. He got to show them that he's on Jackie Chan's level. I'm fucking Spider-Man. I can do this shit. So,
yeah. But they are known for putting some of the craziest stunts ever put to film. So which I'm pretty stoked for this Spider-Man movie. I'm hoping it's going to be cool, and at least the action will be. So yeah.
Okay. Now, why I'm excited for this movie, other than Tom Holland getting fucked up, another reason I'm excited because they announced a new casting. Marvin Jones III is playing Tombstone. Okay. Now, I think this is perfect casting. If anybody earned that role, he earned that role. Like I said, he did the voice of Tombstone in Spider-Verse.
Okay.
So he's one of the few voice actors to jump to play the live action version of the character. Not the first to do it. It's been a few people to do it. I'm pretty sure somebody needs to make a list of that. So I'm gonna put Eli on that assignment. I'm gonna give him 48 hours to make a list of all the voice actors that jumped over. So yeah,
I'll get on it right now, dude.
Thank you. I mean, don't leave the podcast now. I mean, you can do it after we're done. But yeah, my thing is now, if he looks familiar, that's because he was also Tobias Whale in Black Lightning.
Okay.
And let's be honest with you, Tobias Whale and Tombstone are basically Coke and Pepsi. I mean, they're basically the same guy. Tombstone always to me felt like a ripoff of Tobias Whale, based both like albino gangsters with super strength.
He was in Dune. He was in the first Dune movie, right? Surfer.
No, that wasn't him.
That wasn't him.
No, wasn't him.
Oh,
I know what you're thinking about. No, the Mentat.
The Mentat. Yeah, that wasn't him.
He was in Halo, but I know you didn't watch Halo.
So.
No. My thing is this: I'm hopefully, and this is why I'm glad Miles Morales isn't in this movie. Because if he's anything like he was in Black Lightning, I don't want Miles Morales anywhere around him in it there. Eli, did you watch any bit of Black Lightning when it came on the CW?
No, I missed
that one. Here's the thing about that. He was the best thing about that show. But the reason he was the best thing about that show, because he would say the most racist, fucked up shit to Black Lightning and his family known to man. I was like, how is he getting away with this shit? Because he's an albino, but he hates black people. So with Black Lightning, and he was just saying all kind of fucked up shit to him, calling him a ghetto glowworm and all kind of shit. He called his family the chocolate covered Incredibles. I like, and he said there's a whole YouTube compilation of him just saying just racist shit to Black Lightning the whole time, and it's funny as hell, you know. But that's why I'm glad Miles Morales is doing it, because I don't want him to go at Miles Morales like that, you know. Let's see. He was good or Black Lightning. Oh, he was. Yeah, I'm saying he was in Black Lightning. He was the best thing about Black Lightning. I think they whooped his ass and he got arrested and wasn't in like the last season or some shit, but whatever like that. But when he was in it, he was the best thing about it. So yeah. That's how we got. So I think we're still on the video game. That was I'm gonna stick that in the video game section. I'm gonna find a way to stick in the video game section. Also this one also. Last video game part of the video game section. We're gonna talk about the Xbox ROG, the ROG, the Republic of Gaming. They got this handheld thing Xbox got coming out in 2 weeks, and I've been waiting to announce the prices on them. And we're gonna do that. Eli, I'm gonna let you guess the price. What would you think the price of the there's two versions of them. And what do you think the first?
I don't know, 700. I don't know.
Okay, I'll name it. Who is this? Who is this? I can't read that.
Had me, bro. Had me down.
He's talking about Tobias Whale. Yes, please, everybody, if you can watch that. I can't play the clip on here, but just Google it. It's there. He's hilarious. Okay, so the first version of it is $5.99. Okay, so it's a handheld device. It's $5.99 for the lower end model and $1,000 for the higher end model. So what can this bad boy do? What can it do? So it's pretty much a gaming laptop in your hand shaped like a Nintendo Switch. That's what it is. They've actually had these things like for years, stuff like that, but they've never had an Xbox slap their name on it. So now the fact that Xbox slapped their name on it, now they can sell it for a premium price and make money off of it. So that's things like that. So will it sell? I'll put it like this. If the lower model is $500, because I said last week about how Xbox keep raising the prices, that thing is cheaper than the Xbox right now. So that's something to think about. What do we got here? Hello, I am... Yeah. Somebody else did that joke too. Sorry, we're not gonna fall for that. We're not gonna fall for that in tailpipe.
Wah wah wah. Waka
Right.
waka waka.
So bad, so sad.
I think
right,
that's
so
gonna leave a mark. No.
All right. So can we move on to the next part of the podcast?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. Now we're into it. I mean, it's gonna take a while, but all right. So this is Comic Book Bullies. We're talking about comic books. We're gonna jump into it. Let me go first because you got a bunch of books, but I think I got a bunch of books too. So we're gonna go.
I guess I will do.
Will I buy one? Here's the thing, Jake. Here's the thing. I don't know. I really don't know. I've been thinking about it. If I see it and I look at it hard enough and it stares back at me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna see. So, all right. Oh, sorry. What game are you talking about? I mean, what comic you talking about?
Should I get Ultimate? I'll do Ultimate Hawkeye.
Oh, we starting with Ultimate Hawkeye? Okay.
Yeah, we'll start out with Ultimate Hawkeye. Yes. Get this shit out the way.
Yes. Okay. This guy knows ball. Okay, let me see. I'm sorry, Eli. I didn't mean to cut you off Ultimate Hawkeye, but he's talking some shit right now. All right, so you might want to get the regular ROG Ally. Yes, which I've actually been talking about for a while. You can get the regular ROG Ally, which do the exact same. All Xbox did is just slap their name on something that already exists. Yes, Skateboard Music. I already know about that. But here's the thing. It's got an Xbox on it. So, yeah. Name recognition, man. That's all it is. That's all you want sometimes, you know. And plus, it's actually been designed a little bit differently, so it's not going to be the exact same way. The regulator is the regular version is $300. Oh no, it's not $300. No, maybe $450 if you catch it on the right day, but not $300. And plus, you don't want it $300. I'm sorry, Eli. What were you talking about? Ultimate Hawkeye?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Okay, let's talk about Ultimate Hawkeye. Let's talk about this other shit.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm finished. Okay, I'm finished.
Talking about what do you the PS5 you don't own or some shit?
Right. All right. Okay.
Yeah, Ultimate Hawkeye. So yes, this is the Native American Hawkeye who is in the Ultimate Universe and has been popping up in the Ultimates here and there. Well, yeah, he's in the Ultimates, right? That first appearance.
I was trying to count how many times he's been there. Maybe like 3 times when his introduction. Got killed by the Hulk. and got his ass pulled by Quicksilver. So yeah,
and somehow Captain America could shoot him with a bow and arrow too.
right.
Yeah. So he hasn't had the great track record as far as like kicking ass.
But he made the team some kind of way. So.
But here's his one shot. He gets a one shot, and I was proven wrong. I was like, you know what? They're going to wait till November to where we see this guy again, because that's when Indigenous Heritage Month is. Because that's what usually happens with Indigenous characters. We see them once a year.
Eli, they can't wait that long because they're about to wrap this whole Ultimate shit up.
And I was like, oh, so that's how they proving me wrong. We didn't have to wait till November. We got it in September. Well, the end of September.
Yeah, but I'm saying they can't wait till November.
Yeah, but I'm saying I was close.
Yeah,
I was close.
They did as close to November as they possibly could.
So, so this is his one shot. We get to see him, and it's only a one shot. It's like
written by your boy.
Taboo back at it again. When they need an Indigenous character comic book, they get Taboo usually.
It's like the best signal for him when he sees it.
Yeah. Although I will admit, I read the new Predator book, that Red, White, and Black or whatever, or Black, White, and Red or whatever it's called. And there's
that Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. And there's one of the stories that's the Predator anthology book going on right now. There is a story written by Rebecca Roanhorse, who is an Indigenous author.
Why does that name sound so familiar?
She writes a lot of sci-fi and fantasy, and she's Indigenous.
Because I'm pretty sure I know I've heard her from you.
I've talked about her books before. Yeah. I think
because I almost feel like I've heard of
she wrote one of the she wrote one of the Echo books. So she's been she's been working for Marvel. She has a pretty cool Predator story in that anthology this week, which I also read, but I'm not going to review. So, but it's pretty cool. That's my review. But back to Hawkeye. So this is the Native American. What's his name?
First off, you're misgendering.
Oh, they. Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
This is going to get us in trouble again.
Mob will come after you.
Yes, they're going to. Yeah, you guys don't like gay people. Or, they're going to label us.
That's how they got us last time.
You don't. Yes, I didn't. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't like.
Y'all don't know. The first time we reviewed this Ultimate Hawkeye book, we almost got canceled. So,
yeah. Because the internet is stupid and think we're a bunch of homophobes and shit.
Right. And we're racist, even though one of us is Native American reading Native American comics. So
yes, because they gotta love the internet. So, anyways, this starts out where the new Hawkeye has taken out a bunch of like weapons dealers, like rich billionaire weapons dealers, and he ends up killing the ultimate version of Ulysses Claw with a trick arrow. Yeah.
Okay.
And
so that was okay.
And Charlie Ramsey, that's their name. Mm-hmm. They get to go. They then get like a token to go to one of Roxxon's eyes wide shut sex parties for rich billionaire assholes.
Okay.
Where they become trapped and they have to sort of go through a bunch of trials to escape. These these challenges, kind of like when you're going over the troll bridge and you must answer these questions 3. That's kind of what happens. So they go through some trials and make it through the trials, and then they have to fight. They end up in a gladiator ring where they must fight the new Ronin, which is Clint Barton.
Okay. And that was also spoiled for me. So yeah.
And they what's that chick's name? The kinky chick. She was in what's her name?
The gunslinger leather chick?
Yeah, she's all in the kinky gimp outfit.
I know you're talking about. She was in one of them other Ultimate books. I know you're talking about. I can't remember.
Yeah, she's there, and she's like, you must telling Charlie that to kill Hawkeye or Clint Barton, who's Ronin. I'm trying to get or Roxxon's going to murder Charlie's family.
Did they say how Clint Barton became Ronin? Because they gave Clint Barton the arrow stuff first, and he threw it away.
No, I don't. How did he? I don't know.
Okay, never mind. Okay. All right. He just did. Okay.
Yeah. So they fight, and Hawkeye ends up getting the better of him, but refuses to kill him. So then the chick comes down and shoots him with the golden bullet and turns him into gold. Turns Clint into gold.
Okay.
And tells Charlie, "You're now banished. We will let you have your life, but also, and basically stop killing our billionaires. Stop fucking up our business because you're ruining our business. And here's an invitation to become the new Ronin." So that's kind of where it ends. And to tell you the truth, I would much rather see them become Ronin instead of the guy with the bow.
Assassin?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, like that was my problem. For those who don't know and didn't want to listen, my problem with the Native American Hawkeye is it felt very stereotypical. Like of all the Marvel characters to race swap into an indigenous person, they choose the guy with the bow and arrow. That was my big thing. And
you got all these superpowers around here, but let's get the guy bow and arrow.
Yeah. So that was why I wasn't into this. This character. It wasn't because of their sexual orientation, which I feel doesn't get highlighted enough. And that's what I have a problem with this book. I feel here's his one shot, and I still don't feel like I get a sense of who this character is. They mention going to the res and eating fry bread, but that's about it. So that's the only sense of his indigenous or their indigenous identity. And back to that original appearance when they're talking to Captain America and that shit they talked to Captain America about shattering stereotypes. That was cool. I dug all that speech that they gave in that the only cool thing about that book.
Right.
Besides them getting their asses whipped. But but I feel like they still haven't really, there's no depth to this character that I feel, that I would like to see more. There's in one of the trials during this comic, they have to make a choice between the sun and the moon, and they say, "I choose neither." And so there's sun and the moon is like male and female, and they're choosing neither, which is the two-spirit, which is a lot of indigenous tribes consider gay people, the gay community, two-spirited because they embody both men and female qualities. And Charlie says, "I choose neither," and goes through the middle. So it's like I took that as a symbolization of the two-spirit sort of connection. But that's all. I would like more of that. I would like them to go more in depth into that because I find that interesting. But this book doesn't go there. Instead, it just becomes another punchy punch superhero thing. Right. So again, bringing up a lot of cool ideas, but not diving into them enough. So it ends up just being kind of okay, which is basically how I felt about this character from the beginning. I think this character is just okay. But if they're you're gonna make them the Ronin, I'm there. I would much rather them give up the bow and arrow and become a whip-ass ninja.
To be fair, that would be the second Native American character to be Ronin.
Yes, Echo was the original Ronin, even before Clint Barton. People don't. The MCU ignored that. Echo was the original Ronin.
Right.
Well, who was also
Daredevil,
huh?
But not
kind of sort of Daredevil let Maya become
yeah.
But
it's weird. It's complicated.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So Echo was the original Ronin, and that is also the best Echo stories is when she was a ninja.
Exactly.
I like
first off because we didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
We knew, but we didn't know.
I liked Echo better as a street level ninja than the confused superhero she is now. Like I don't even know her powers.
Her to be the wield the Phoenix Force.
Yeah, she's got all these powers and is basically a god, but she's confused all the time. And no, I like Echo when she's just a pissed off ninja whooping ass.
Where the fuck was Echo in Marvel Zombies?
I asked that. I wasn't going to say anything.
I was wondering if you were going to ask that.
I wasn't going to say anything because I figured that would take us down a detour and we got a lot of show to get through. But I was wondering, or Gahorty, who's like another god who could probably slap the shit out of Wanda.
There would be no zombies if you show us.
Yes. Like Gahorty, the way they make Gahorty out to be, she could slap the shit out of Wanda and I would love that.
Season 2.
Gahorty's the anti-Wanda.
Right.
She just tell me, bitch, shut the fuck up and slap her. Put everything back.
Right.
Clean this place up. Yeah. You're sad, motherfucker. Shut up.
Right.
But I digress. Yes.
Okay, that's why we didn't talk about Echo. Okay, let's keep moving.
So
All right.
for Ultimate Hawkeye, the Ultimate Hawkeye one shot, I will give it a 3.5 out of 5. Still an interesting character, but not enough depth to. They're not showing enough depth. I want to see this character get developed. I was hoping with this one shot we would get some of that. Because, they've just sort of shown up sporadically throughout the Ultimate series. So, so 3.5 out of 5.
Okay, like I said, since Eli did a book for the culture, I got to do a book for the culture.
Got to represent,
Got to represent. Like I said, we took a month hiatus, and during that month hiatus, did I stop reading comics? No, I probably read more comics than I normally read in time.
Oh yeah,
which gave me extra time to catch up with Mr. Terrific. So he's been telling me about this book, Eli, but not just Eli, but a lot of people have been telling me, man, you got to read Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific book is great. I'm like, fine, I'll catch up Mr. Terrific, see what the fuck going on with Mr. Terrific, and now I'm caught up because I had that DC Infinite. I got the Ultra package, Eli, the Ultra package.
Okay, so do I.
Oh yeah, look back, because with the Ultra package, it's only a month delayed.
It's only a month delay. That's how I caught up on Detective.
You can catch up like super quick with books with that. It's almost like a cheat code. So so that's what we're doing right now. So we're doing not Ultimate, Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific, year 1. We're doing this. This is issue number 5, and he teams up with Black Lightning, which we've been talking about Black Lightning all this time. What is it? Black Lightning Strikes. So we're gonna talk about it. Oh wait, Eli, did you read this?
I did. Yeah, I've been reading. I've been reading this.
Okay, so I've been the one having. Okay,
but because I'm not well versed in Mr. Terrific lore, I haven't been reviewing it because it's referring to all. It's making references I'm not familiar with.
Well, to be fair, Eli, a lot of this shit is retcon.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of this shit they just make it like for instance, Mr. Terrific and Black Lightning, they don't have a history.
Okay.
They're inventing this shit just for this book right here, but it doesn't matter. It's a retcon, so let's just go.
Well, yeah, they're homies in this. Yeah,
and they're homies in this. They don't know each other before this book, but fuck it, who cares?
But this is year 1, so
this is year 1. They can do whatever the fuck they want to do. So yeah, let's go. All right. So the book starts off with he's in some other dimension with a hellhound fighting some dude that's shooting magic shit and bullshit, and I think and then his son or daughter shows up. I'm gonna get canceled. I don't know. What? Yeah, I don't know what this is, but I guess we'll find out next issue. Anyway, let's get to the good shit. People always hate the love the beginning shit. I thought that's always the worst part of these books. That multiversal dark side is bullshit of these Mr. Terrific. I don't give a fuck about shit. Give me this shit, the street level shit. So, yeah. So he's talking to Bruce Wayne. All right. So the thing is, in the last issue, and I know you remember the last issue where he got his ass whooped by that security guard or whatever, and so he's like, "Fuck the superhero shit. I'm gonna just be I'm gonna fix crime, but I'm gonna fix it my way and not through superhero shit because I suck at being a superhero. So I'm gonna call Bruce Wayne and that company that's poisoning my city. I'm gonna have Bruce Wayne buy it. While Bruce Wayne's on the case right now, getting these gangsters and shit, And then he also calls. I think he calls the council person to basically block that because he's at war, legal battle with this chick called Athena Prescott. And he's trying to block her from open up this power plant like in the middle of the city, really in the middle of the hood. And it's like making everybody sick right now. Nobody cares because everybody getting rich. So she's like, I need you to do something to stop them from opening up that junction. Well, I ain't got the money for that. I got the money for that because Michael Holt is rich. We don't know how rich, but we know he's rich enough. And then he decided to open up a hospital in the hood because everybody's getting sick in there. He's gonna fix everybody. So the shit we complain about Batman, he's doing it.
Yeah,
like he's using his money to fix the hood. So yeah, so he's doing all this shit. And matter of fact, he's fixing his tech and stuff. And then he gets an alert that somebody's outside. He was like, "Who is this?" He's like, "Oh, you know who it is." So he opens the door, and it is Black Lightning. He was like, "We need to talk." And he was like, "Man, stop floating in my house, man." Come to them. He was like, "Fine." Because like I said, they're homies. They know each other. So the reason they know each other, and I'm going to go into some Mr. Terrific and Black Lightning lore. Oh, and this is a thing that Prescott. She actually jumped into a nuclear reactor last issue, but she's cool and fine because apparently she made a deal with Darkseid that we don't know about yet, but I'm pretty sure we're going to eventually find out about it.
Oh, so, yeah.
We're going to know. We're going to find out about it. It's going to be a thing. Hold on. Shit. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Where was I? Okay. So they're talking, and here's the thing. Okay. So this is some Black Lightning and Mr. Terrific lore. For some reason, both of them were Olympic decathletes in their origin. Why was that a thing with black superheroes in DC? I don't know. It's just a thing. So this writer, I can't remember the name of this writer, he decided to say, hey, why don't, since they're both Olympic decathletes, why don't they have been both in the same Olympic decathlete in the same year? And they were friends and they trained together. Like that just makes sense. Like, okay. Plus, so it was them and it was a third guy also. The third guy was that both of their best friends that died in either the last issue or the issue before then. And Black Lightning is here trying to find out what happened to his friend. He like, I fucked up. That's what Mr. River said. I fucked up. He was trying to do some shit for me because he was trying to stop them and I didn't do anything. So he did it for me. I tried to save him. I got my ass kicked and that's why I ain't being a superhero no more, you know. And basically they kind of arguing because him and Black Lightning fell out years ago. Like after the decathlete, they were like best friends. There was the best man at his wedding, or at least he asked to be the best man at his wedding. But the thing is, when his powers got wonky and he asked Mr. Terrific for help, instead of Mr. Terrific treating him like a friend, he treated him like a lab rat. He treated him like a science experiment. And he didn't like that. I can't use for help, man. Not this bullshit you doing. He like, well, you using powers wrong. And they kind of fell out, but now they're trying to, you know, make amends, you know, because their friend died, you know. So meanwhile, while this power plant is about to open in like a few hours or some shit like that, and Athena Prescott is there, and she not telling anybody that her hand is glowing and shit, but she didn't tell, look, I don't give a fuck. I got to be here to see this thing open up because if I don't, Darkseid's going to kill my ass. So, yeah. So while she's doing all that, that's when her main security guard in the last issue that she fired decided to shoot that bitch up. So blows up, he sets up the power plant, starts shooting in the middle of the crowd, smoke bombs, bam, 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 mass shooter. And, you know, while they hugging it out and all stuff like that, then they get an alert that, you know, weird shit going on downtown at the Nexus plant. And he was like, I'm going down there, but I want Mr. T down there with me. He's like, but I gave up the superhero shit. I don't give a fuck. You coming down there and fixing your shit. He's like, fine. So they decide to go down and hero up. Like I said, that's his friend that, you know, that died in the other issue trying to be a superhero. So yeah. So they made up, they're going downtown. Cormorant still bam, 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 still shooting, basically active shooter. Nobody stopping him. And then he sees this car, he shoots at it, but it gets blocked by electric magnetic shields and shit like that. And then bam, you get this awesome panel right here. This is a splash page, Eli. You're right here. That's a meme. Mr. Terrific and Black Lightning. They like, okay, you go high, I go low. So two of them together, they can easily take this guy out. But the thing is, he's ready for him. So he sets off another explosion in the power plant. So Black Lightning got to go fix the power plant. He like, I'll take this guy. He like, are you sure? Because you kicked your ass last time. He like, no, don't worry about it. I got this guy. So they fight. He like, yeah, let's go. So they fight it again. Meanwhile, Black Lightning is trying to redirect the power in the power plant. And Cormorant, I think the guy's name is, beating Mr. Terrific's ass again, fucking him up. And he was like, man, I want to thank you. Oh, and he said, I want to thank you. You're like, what, for kicking your ass? Like, nah, for showing me that for guys like you need an equal and opposite reaction. And then that's when Black Lightning decides to redirect the power to that next plant. The whole thing they were trying to stop, he directs the power to Athena Prescott's company, you know. So now it's active. And then that's when, so instead of Mr. Terrific fighting the guy one-on-one, he decides to use his T-Spears and beat his ass. He wasn't doing it last time. So now you got the T-Spears, bam, 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 fucking him up, bam, 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 fucking him up. He was like, and then put hands on him. He was like that. And you see, that's why you need guys like me to stop you. You want to know why? Because I'm the goddamn Mr. Terrific. Meme. There you go. And then you got Black Lightning and Mr. Terrific, another hero pose. Good. The fight's over. Meanwhile, they don't see Athena Prescott blowing up like a super standing behind them, ready to fuck shit up. To be continued. It's not over. So yeah, that's the book. So yeah, this book is awesome. I should have been reading it. My fault, y'all. I apologize. Eli put me on. I should have kept it going. So yeah. Hold on. Let me see what we got here. What's it called? Where the chameleon can't change colors. You got me. I walked into that one. I'm not gonna read that, but yeah. All right. So here's my thing, Eli. Mr. Terrific is hot right now. He's hot in these streets.
Mm-hmm.
People are watching. Like I said, Superman just dropped on HBO. We didn't talk about it, but dropped. Now here's the thing. Sidebar. When I announce that a movie is out and y'all don't like the movie, y'all don't have to get mad at me because y'all don't like the movie. "Me, what the fuck? This movie fucking sucked." Like, I just told you the movie was out. I didn't give a rating or anything like that. The movie's just out. Don't get mad at me. It's like that. But the point is, no matter what people thought about the movie, everybody is agreeing that everybody loved Mr. Terrific. So my thing is this: if they were to adapt this comic into a live action theatrical movie, it would sell like crazy. I'm telling you right now. I know James Gunn is scared because he's scared like new characters don't sell. Mr. Terrific got heat. He never had heat before. He's got heat. He was on 9 seasons of CW. Nobody gave a shit about him on that show.
Yeah, that's what I remember him from.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But now he's got heat. So if you take that same actor, give him this backstory, have Black Lightning show up, have Jon Stewart show up, have just the Black Justice League show up, just sit back and just make the money rake in. That's it. So yeah. Overall, like, you have a bunch of splash pages, awesome iconic scenes in this one. 4.5 out of 5. I'm gonna give it that one. So I'm good with this one. So yeah. What you got?
Should I do detective?
Let's do it. I see that you just jumped on this now.
Yeah, well, during our hiatus, I got caught up. I got caught up on Tom Taylor's detective run. And I'm glad I did, because it's great. It's been really good. This is the type of Batman I enjoy. Just back to the streets, solving crimes, detecting. He is detecting.
It's called Detective Comics. So
yes, he is trying to solve crimes. So this kicks off a new arc, 1101. And basically, Batman finds a boat, like a ghost ship, where everybody's dead on board. And it turns out that they were like fighting each other. And yeah, like they look like it was like they all beat the shit out of each other. And it turns that Oracle basically says, yeah, it looks like this, he takes samples, and it's basically like there's some sort of enzyme, this sort of toxin that basically renders people fearless, so they don't have any fear. They don't have the fear response, and that's what happened to all these people that are dead. And then he finds a kid, a kid in the bottom. He's the only survivor, is his child in the below the deck of the ship. And it turns out his father, there was a flashback in the beginning where his father was on the run, was a criminal who was on the run. And he said, "Don't worry, son, I'm going to save you, and you won't have to be scared ever again." And then it cuts to Batman finding all these dead people on this boat and finding the kid in the basement or in below deck. So yeah, then we cut to Oracle doing all the analyzing, and she's taking samples, and then she tells Batman, like, "Yo, that toxin that makes that makes people not have any fear? Well, it turns out you're infected with it now." And then that's where it ends. To be continued. So I thought this was cool. Tom Taylor, y'all, he's taken over Detective Comics, and it's been really cool. And this is the new arc, and I'm on board. Like, I'm glad to have.
Is that Mike Janning still the artist? It doesn't look like that. It feel like a new artist.
It is Michael Janning. Yeah,
Still him? Okay, yeah, he's up. What he on Nightwing?
No, that wasn't Nightwing. Who was that? I know who you're talking about. But yeah. But yeah, this is great. This is 4 out of 5. Batman being a detective, solving crimes, and getting into some shit. So yeah, I'm glad to have Batman, like regular Batman. Like, I've been reading Absolute Batman, and it's a weird, Elseworld, version of Batman, which is fun, a lot of fun. But I haven't read like straight up Batman in a while. Like, I dropped Chip Zdarsky's run. I dropped Ram V's detective run. So it's been like a couple years where I haven't been on the main Batman book.
What about Matt Fraction?
Yeah, I read that like a week or two ago. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'm basically back on Batman now.
Okay. You had to wait for the other guys to get away from it. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I read the Fraction book, which I thought was good. And I'm on this. So yeah, I like I said, it's good to have Batman back in my life.
Okay.
So yeah, 4 out of 5.
Oh, baby. Hey, Jeff Loeb is coming back.
I haven't read that Hush book.
No, they will say enjoy it while it lasts, Eli, because he's coming back.
No, I heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
All right. You're like, oh shit, he's back. Okay.
But no, it's like only for a few issues, then Fraction's taken back over.
Then tell you Fraction take work. Yeah. So we just got to just suffer through that shit. So
yeah.
All right. So the next book I'm going to do, I don't know if you read this, Eli, Ultimate Spider-Man number 21.
I did read this.
Okay.
Big week, man. It was a big week.
Big week. A lot of stuff coming out. So a Spider-Man book without Spider-Man. I think he's in it for a panel.
Was he in it? Was he just in the intro, like the character page, like who's in the book?
I think he's in one panel in the background
of
his own book. So yeah, so let's go to right now. So yeah, so we got and Bullseye's on the cover. Bullseye ain't in it. So yeah, it's basically definitely giving you a misdirection. But you know what? I still like this book. Yeah, it's a bait and switch. But yeah, I still enjoy this book, and it's still an interesting story. So we're just gonna go into it and see what's going on. So yeah, so the book starts off with we're in September, and I just love these channels stuff like that. So yeah, all right. So the book starts off in September, and you got James Wesley. James Wesley is Kingpin's right-hand man. You know, he was in the Netflix show, but I think he died in the first season. I think maybe.
The Daredevil.
And Daredevil, yeah. Netflix in the Netflix show, yeah. He was in the Ben Affleck one too. But anyway, I digress. Point is,
but not the same actor though, right?
No, not the same.
Yeah, was he? I was like, really?
The character was in it, but yeah. But anyway, a bum walks into him. He like, can you experience a change? He was like, man, take care of this guy. He like, gladly, and punches him. His own security punches him in the chest, you know, and then throws him in the trunk, and then drives off with him. And we find out who's in there, and then he's tied up, and he takes off because he's about to get tortured and shit. And of course, we know it's Mr. Negative. Mr. Negative is there torturing him, even though Mr. Negative technically works for Wesley's boss, the Kingpin. Obviously, he's turning on him. So yeah, and then we get some backstory on him. He was like, oh, and apparently it's more than one Bullseyes. The main Bullseye got his eye ripped off, so the guys that work for Bullseye ripped their own eye out. Yeah, but Mr. Negative mind control. This guy made him shoot himself. So yeah, he was like, yeah, you're gonna make do whatever I want to do also. And then we get some backstory on Mr. Negative, what he did. Basically he grew up with it. His sister raised him, and then he found out that he has superpowers. He can make people do whatever he wants to. He's very much Purple Man. In this,
I thought I was going to say he's kind of like Purple Man.
Yeah, kind of like Purple Man, I guess. But yeah, but he's making people do what he wants to. Tells his sister what he can do, and it's just like, oh, I can use this. So she makes him go, and he's like, okay, I'm taking over your business. If you don't like it, you can leave. And the guy just jumps off the building. So yeah, so they take over the crime empire, and basically he's getting hungry. Oh, we'll come back to him. Though we got the Uncle Ben and J. Jonah Jameson. They uncovering the conspiracy of it all, and they're like, this is just too much. It's too big. People are not gonna believe this because it's too much. We need a thread. We need one thing for people to follow this rabbit hole down. They're like, we got it, and we're gonna follow this guy, and it is Kingpin. Yeah, so. That's not going to end well for them. So, yeah. But we'll come back to them later on. And Harry Osborn, Harry Osborn? One of the Osborns. Dr. Octopus doing some shady shit, whatever. Who cares? Moving on past that. And we get, are we back with Mr. Negative? Yeah, Mr. Negative is basically saying, so he's criming up the criminal empire. He like, I want to be the tip-top guy. I want to be the guy over everybody. Anybody's got a problem with me, politicians, gangsters, whatever like that, I'm taking over their turf. And he wants to be the Kingpin until he runs into the Kingpin. And he's like, okay, he's just another guy. I can take him over. Kingpin's will too strong. It don't work on him. So Kingpin just beats his ass. So yeah. And instead of killing him, he recruits him. So yeah. So then he decides to he just basically trying to break Wesley down, tell him what's going on, stuff like that. And that's when Wesley tells him, look, I can't betray him because I don't just work for Kingpin. I'm not just loyal to the Kingpin. You're like, well, who are you loyal to? He's like, I'm a Mysterio. So he's one of, and I think we saw him there at the time, or maybe I wasn't paying attention to anything like that. But yeah, he's one of the 5 Mysterios. So yeah, he was like, oh well, that's way more interesting than being a Kingpin. Being a dude for Kingpin. And then that's when we see the 4 Mysterios around, basically saying what they're gonna do, and they're like that. Oh, and Wesley is at the table also. Yeah, Wesley's at the table also with them. So I guess this is like a another time or fast forward or whatever like that. So yeah, and basically telling them that I didn't mean to betray y'all. And we'll come back to what he said like that. So basically talks to his sister. His sister slapped the shit out of him. She was like, so basically you just Kingpin's lapdog now, because Kingpin forced him to be in the Sinister Six now. So you're like, you're nothing to me. And then so basically Mr. Negative wants revenge on Kingpin and his sister. You're like 2 for 1. So I'm gonna get both of them. So yeah. And that's when we go back to Wesley. So he was like, I'm gonna give you these glasses so I can see everything's going on in your Mysterio meetings. I'm gonna give you one more thing also. And that's when Wesley's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. And then that's when now Mr. Negative is on the attack. He's attacking Black Cat and her father. He's attacking the Mole Man, killing all their people. And this is where we see Spider-Man. he's in the book. Yeah, he's getting attacked also. So yeah. And that's when they realize that and the 5th member that we didn't know who the Mysterio was, everybody's like, Wesley, who betrayed you? Who are you working for? And the other one goes, my brother. So that was Mr. Negative's sister the whole time right there. We didn't know who it was, but now we know. And that's when he opens up his jacket and it's C4. And he was like, revenge. And bam, Mysterio's die. All of them. So we continue. So,
Damn.
Yeah. Pretty good book. I forgot I was reading a Spider-Man book, to be honest with you. Until Spider-Man shows up, and I was like, oh, yeah, this is Spider-Man. But Mr. Negative had an interesting story, even though he feels more like, Purple Man. But interesting story, yeah. So is he the big bad? Is he the guy?
This threw me for a loop.
Yeah.
Because they were like, this whole series is they've been teasing the whole Mysterios. And they're getting ready for the Maker to come back and all this shit. And this kind of came out of and Kingpin and has been lurking in the background. But this kind of came out of nowhere.
I mean, let's be honest with you. This Ultimate Spider-Man book has pretty much turned to a Sinister Six book.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's more about them than Spider-Man. I'm like, Spider-Man's there, but it's really about them. It's about them fucking each other over. That's what the whole thing is about.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm cool with it. I'm fine with it. Like I said, I still enjoyed a 4 to 5. I mean, I probably get a 0.5 if Spider-Man was in it. But I'm still fine with that. So.
No, I'm still on this. They have not lost me yet. This book.
Yeah. Plus, we're in the end game now, Eli. This book is almost wrapped up. So
yeah.
So, all right. So, back to you. What you got?
I'll do that. Skinbreaker #1.
Okay.
The new Robert Kirkman book. A writer some people may have heard of.
He's a little indie writer.
Yes.
I hope that guy makes it.
Yeah, creator of some other comics that got turned into TV shows people may have seen. So
right.
So this
He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah. So this is Skinbreaker #1, Robert Kirkman's new book. It's about like a race of orcs, like this tribe of orcs. And they're having like a power struggle over who's going to become the new king or chief or whatever of the tribe. Mm-hmm. The old chief is getting old. He's old. He can barely. So there's this like axe called the Skinbreaker. And it's like this, dope ass weapon that only the king can wield. But the king is now getting old and he can barely lift it up. And he likes this other guy who basically covers for him. He's like a younger dude. He's a little bit more compassionate. And he's like, he helps the king on a hunt and basically kills the animal, but then says, oh, the king killed the animal, all by himself. And people are like, really? Or the orcs are like, really? The king did this? Because they see he's getting old and he's getting weak and shit. And there's another asshole warrior in the tribe who wants to take the throne and become chief. And like, he's like constantly down. Like the guy's weak, I should be chief. I should take over, but the other guy's like, no, he's still, able to do it. And the more compassionate guy, I forget their names. They have like Lord of the Rings. Yeah. They got like weird, like fucking Amor or something. Names and shit. But anyway, the more compassionate warrior, he has a family, and his son is not ready to take the trials yet. He's of age, but for some reason he hasn't gone they have some ritual where their skin hardens or something, and the kid's skin isn't hard yet. So they think of that guy and his family as weak because like they're a bunch of orcs. They're like barbaric, like his barbaric society. It's all about like, violence solves everything. Strength is power, all that shit. Physical strength, blah, 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 blah. So when they do this ritual and the son still hasn't, his skin hasn't hardened yet, they consider that guy and his family weak, and then he challenges the old chief, who's an old man. It's like, I challenge him for the throne or whatever, and that's kind of where it ends. This asshole wants to take over the tribe. Even though the chief wants the other guy, the more compassionate guy, to take over. So that's kind of where it is. It ends there. He challenges the old man for the throne. It says to be continued. And yeah, it's basically a fantasy story, swords and barbarian shit. Only this is a tribe of orcs. They're not humans. They're like monster creature, orc-like creatures,
which
or whatever.
Is weird because you never get it from their point of view.
Yeah, and you can tell. Yeah, their tribe is all about strength and power, and violence solves everything. They're that toxic bro attitude that we see. I'm the alpha. So I can tell that is a theme. This toxic masculinity, like let's fighting solves everything. Violence solves everything. Physical strength is power, and and of course that the kid's skin he's soft skin. His skin isn't thick enough yet. He's not. He's weak. He's thin skinned. It's all there. I can tell what he's trying to say, and I'm digging it. Yeah, message. Yeah, I can tell what he's doing. And I think it's pretty cool. Let's explore toxic masculinity through these tribe of orcs. So,
and his skin is going to get tougher going through this process.
Yeah, you have this tribal leader who is now getting old, and he's old and wise, and he wants this other guy to lead, but the other orcs are like, no, he's weak. So yeah, like this whole brawn versus brain, empathy versus, hostility, yeah. So I'm digging on it. I thought it was cool. The art's great. David Finch is on the art. Really cool book, world building, all that shit, which is something Robert Kirkman does very well. He said he tends to take these traditional classical like genre stories and turns it on a new spin, like with Walking Dead. He's new spin on horror, or new spin on the superhero genre with Invincible, And now here we have
he makes you care about the character.
Yeah, and now we have and he's doing the same thing with the Transformers. He's going to be writing the new Transformers. And yeah, here we have the fantasy genre sort of being another spin on the fantasy genre. So no, this is cool. I dug on it. 4 out of 5. I guess this is, I think, an 8-issue miniseries, and I think I'm on board. This might be my new monthly book. Another one,
Okay.
So
Kirkman doesn't miss. Kirkman does it again.
Yeah.
Should we do Robert Kirkman, y'all? No, we can't do that. He's too established. It don't count for him.
Yeah, people know. Yeah, people know who.
Yeah, it don't count for him. He's be honest.
He don't need to brag about anything.
Right. All right. So I'm gonna let you go again, Eli. I'm gonna let you go again. You got another for me?
Okay. The last book I'm doing is Orphan and the Five Beasts, Bath of Blood, #1. Now, if y'all remember, I reviewed the first arc back a couple of years ago. So this is James Stoke. Is that his name? Stokey or Stoke? Stokoe? I've always been confused on how to pronounce his name. But I love this guy's art and his storytelling. He did an awesome Alien Dead Orbit, awesome comic book. Godzilla, 100. He did a Godzilla. He did a bunch of cool Godzilla books over at IDW. His dope ass art. And then he did Orphan and the Five Beasts, the first arc, which is basically a kung fu, Shaw Brothers kind of story. You have a kung fu master who is dying and tells their last student, like, yo, I train these other 5 students, but they've basically become evil, and you need to go and take them all out. So the orphan, her name is Orphan Mo, she goes out to find the 5 deadly venoms. Yes, it's another version of the 5 deadly venoms, which is another one of my favorite kung fu movies of all time. Yeah, so the first arc is she takes out 2 of them. And then this new arc, she's still got to take out the other 3. So this continues. She's still searching for the others, and she comes across some generals and and bandits on the way, and somehow one of the guy that she killed last time, he's still alive, even though she chopped him up. His hand is crawling around.
So it's still his hand got feeling it. Okay.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like the last issue of the first story arc. He was like a cook, and he was like cooking people and shit. And then she chopped him up and threw him in the pot. And then his hand came out of the pot and put a bunch of seasonings in it, and then fell back into the pot like he was seasoning himself.
What the hell? Okay.
Yeah, it was great. It's like total bonkers, like a grindhouse B movie. Just over the top action. Of course, the art is awesome, highly detailed, violent, visceral art. And it's just a really crazy story. And if you're a fan of like kung fu and Hong Kong flicks and martial arts and wuxia films, this is great. So this is, I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Okay, nice. All right. First issue in this story, right?
Yeah, on the new arc.
The new arc. Gotcha.
The Bath of Blood, arc. So.
Okay, cool. What was I doing? Okay, all right. So, like I said, that was Eli's last book. This is gonna be my last book I'm doing right here. All right. So the book I'm going to do, this is a classic book that I've been wanting to do for the longest, and people have been saying this is the most confusing DC book ever made. So I wanted to tackle it and see if I can break this bad boy down for you, Eli. So during our hiatus, we're doing Final Crisis. Final Crisis number 1.
Oh, wow.
During this time, yes, I've read every single tie-in, every single prequel, and every single follow-up to Final Crisis. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm just saying.
I was about to say, are we doing issue by issue, and this is going to be like a monthly long thing for the next 2 years?
Right. This is gonna be a 5-year mission. No, we're not gonna do that. So yeah, we're just gonna do the main story, but at least I have context going into that story. So we're gonna just jump into it. What we're gonna do is, like I said, this came out in 2008. I want to say, I may be wrong, somewhere like that. This ain't a new story. This is a story that's been going wrong, but people have been reviewing this book, and Eli, in my opinion, I think people have been reviewing this book wrong because they don't understand it. And I think I'm 80% able to break this book down. And we'll see how it goes. So, yeah. All right. So, what we're going to do is Final Crisis number 1. This is how the book starts off. This is, I don't know how to explain this book. It just, we'll see. You'll get to it. Okay. So, the book starts off with a man at the dawn of time getting fired. And who's he get fired from? Metron, the new god. He like, man, I give you fire. So, yeah. So, new guys gave us fire, and they would say that's not the first time they gave us technology, but every time they give us technology, we use that to kill each other. So yeah. So now we get the protagonist of this first issue, Terrible Dan Turpin. Now, Dan Turpin is a creation of Jack Kirby, and Jack Kirby created Dan Turpin to be a self-insert of himself. So Dan Turpin is just Jack Kirby. That's how you drew him. So yeah. And what is Dan Turpin doing? He's actually on a mission to find, he's on a case to find 6 kids that went missing a couple weeks ago. But on his way to find those kids, he ended up finding a dead new god, Orion. Yes. No, this is not Peacemaker. I'm sick of those fucking memes. This is Orion. So he's dead. We don't know what killed him. We don't know where he came from. That's a whole nother mission. Dan Turpin's like, this shit is above me. Even touching him burns his hand. And then all of a sudden, Orion stands up. He was saying, he's here. He's in you. He's in all of you. And then he dies. So, yeah. Don't know what he's talking about. Meanwhile, in the back, you see a dude on skis. We'll talk about him later on. And then they're saying, okay, this shit is way too weird for me. And while Orion falls to the ground, the sky it starts getting thunderstorms, and the sky never gets normal again because a god has fell to the ground. And that's when you get Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart sees the thunderstorm, and then he gets an alert saying, you have a 10-11 in progress. Why'd you call Hal Jordan? We can't find Hal Jordan. You're the next one up. So we're like, fine. So what's a 10-11? A 10-11 is deicide, a dead new god. You're like, oh shit, it's gonna be a long night. So he flies over there, turns into Green Lantern, goes over. And as soon as Dan Turpin sees Green Lantern fly over there, he's like, cool, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. This shit is way beyond me.
Deicide is a death metal band.
Is it? That's
one of the biggest death metal.
I was gonna say that's a metal ass name.
Yeah, one of the biggest death metal bands. Yes, one of the pioneers of the genre. Yes.
Damn, God Killer. Okay, yeah. So it almost like it's Raining Blood, like one of the Book of Revelation.
And like Raining Blood is the name of a Slayer song and album.
Is this Dark Knight's metal? Is this
the metal book? Yeah.
Metal. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so Dan Turpin is back on the mission to find those kids, and he runs into the Question. That is Renee Montoya. And he was like, wait a minute, I thought the Question was a dude. And she's like, he died. They're like, how? From lung cancer. And while he's saying that, Dan Turpin smokes up a cigarette. He's like, pussy. He's like, so look, I got information for you. You want to find the kids? I know where the kids are. You want to go to this location right here, to this club. And he hands a flyer to Club Darkside. Okay, we're gonna get back to it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna head to there. So that's when Jon Stewart has like quarantine off the area, and then Hal Jordan finally shows up. He was like, Hal Jordan, where the fuck you been at? Let me guess, blonde or redhead? And Hal Jordan's like, John, I don't have time for this shit. What we got? He was like, man, we got a dead god right here, man. This is a big story. Like, you know this guy? He's like, yeah, that's Orion. Like, that's like the head new god. That's the dog of war, So this is bad. So we need to call some people. Look, tell you what, you call the Justice League, I'll call the Guardians, and we're going to see what they want us to do from there. Okay, cool. So they call the Guardians. The Guardians are like, oh, we got a dead new god on planet Earth right now. Okay, quarantine the area. Like, how big? The whole planet. Quarantine the planet. Nobody in or out. That's it. As a matter of fact, I'm sending an Alpha Landing over there to oversee this whole thing. Y'all ain't in charge no more. Y'all going to take orders from her. And I'm sending over there right now while y'all quarantine the Earth. So, yeah. So, meanwhile, they're doing all that. That's when, I'm skipping this. I don't care about Metron. Okay. So, this. Now we're going to cut to the Legion of Doom. And Lex Luthor is talking to a guy. So, why should we follow you? Because Lex Luthor isn't in charge. The guy he's talking to is Libra. Now, who the fuck is Libra? Libra is a 1960 Justice League villain. Actually, the first villain to form the Legion of Doom, or like the group of villains to go attack the Justice League. He's the first guy to do that. And he became so powerful, he actually beat the Justice League. It became so powerful, he became a god and just floated away. And nobody's seen him since then. But now he's back. How to get back? They'll explain this shit later on. So he's basically saying that he is going to wish, if you join his Legion of Doom, he will grant you your greatest wish. Whatever you want, he would do it. Lex Luthor, you want Superman dead? I'll do it. You can dance on his grave for all I care about. You're like, man, you can't do that. If I can't do it, how you can do it? Oh, you want me to prove it? I can prove anything. See the human flame right here? He came to me first, so I'm going to grant his wish first. He's Martian Manhunter's main bad guy. So watch this. And that's, and he's like, well, why do you want to do this? I want to end superheroes. I want them out of here. So, yeah. So who they bring out? Martian Manhunter. He was like, watch this. And he turns his stick or flame, whatever there, into fire. And bam, kills Martian Manhunter. Dead. Out of there. They'll come back to the New 52. So, yeah, which is like a few years later anyway. So, yeah. All right. So, and that's when Turpin finally goes to Club Darkside because he knows where the kids are. And he goes there and he sees Boss Darkside standing right there. He's like, I thought you'd be younger. He was like, this body is wearing on me. He's like, where the kids at? Well, I gave the kids to Granny. He was like, but you sick bastard, what are you doing with those kids? He was like, don't worry about the kids. You got bigger shit to worry about. Because this body's wearing out on me, but you have more use for you. So, and then the kids from the back come back out, but their eyes are all glowing and shit. And he's just like, kids, why don't you show him what Granny showed you? Show him what you know about the afterlife. And that's it. So, and like I said, Just League talking about what's going on and the Earth is planets, stuff like that. And then we cut to the monitors. And this is where people get confused about the story. I'm going to break the story down for it. What they're going on with the monitors is that Earth 52 got destroyed. They don't know how, but they can blame it on the monitor that was over it. Like, since you was overseeing it, you missed it, you're going to be punished for it. And how to punish you, we're going to turn you into a regular person and send you down to the planet. So, and that's it. So, and then the other monitors that don't know what's going on, they feel bad for them. They feel sorry for them. It's like, why do we feel sorry? We're monitors. We're, hyper beings. We shouldn't feel emotions or anything like that. And that's when the other monitor says the reason we feel like that, because even though we're supposed to oversee the story, we're becoming too attached to the story. We're becoming too involved to the story. This is Grant Morrison's interpretation of the DC editors. Okay. That's what that is. Yeah. So then what happens is that monitor that fell to Earth. And then Commandy from Commandy.
Yeah,
apparently they have
the last boy on Earth guy.
The last boy on Earth. Yeah, he's there.
That was DC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jack Kirby made him. Yeah.
No, I thought he was in Marvel.
All this shit is Jack Kirby creation.
No, I thought he was in Marvel, but whatever. Okay. What do I know?
Yeah, no, he's in it. You may be talking about Moon Boy or some shit. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Matter of fact, Earth 51, and that's what I realized. Earth 51 that got destroyed. That technically is the Kirby verse. When Jack Kirby came over to DC, he didn't want his shit in continuity. He wanted in a separate universe by himself. That's it. But what they're saying is that everything that happened in Earth 52 fell to the regular Earth. It's combining continuity and it's basically destroying everything. So Commandy, it was invented on Earth 51. Now he's in the regular Earth.
I thought it was the Savage Lands and shit, but whatever.
You're talking about Kazar.
That's one thing.
Also a Jack Kirby creation.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. All right. So the monitor that fell to Earth wakes up in a shitty apartment, looks at himself. He's a black dude, and he's staring at the TV, and there's just a bunch of superhero shit on there. So he's basically me. So yeah. So to be continued. So that's the book. I'd like to think this book gets better. I mean, the series get better. I can't remember. We're gonna see. The first book is just a whole bunch of shit in there, but it gets more streamlined as it goes along. We're gonna keep it going. I just want to see how that first issue, but we had to get through that first. Hold on, let me see what we got here. Commandy. That's what we said. Yeah. Bruce is loose. Yeah. So Commandy, but the way they spell it, Command D, like COMAND D, they spell it like that. So yeah. Why? I don't know. But yeah. In the hospital, how you do? Oh, shout out to you. Yeah, I'll read it later on. All right. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. So like I said, I'm gonna keep Final Crisis as long as I can get there, because basically I want to get to when Batman fights Darkseid. That's the big thing I'm trying to get to. So yeah, that's a big thing, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. But anything else you got, Eli? Or
no, that's a bit. I'm pretty much booked out. I mean, I did read the new Absolute Wonder Woman, which was great. Daredevil.
Okay.
Yeah, Daredevil. Solomon Ahmed's run ended. So basically, Elektra
is coming in, right?
Yeah, Elektra and Matt are back together. Basically, that's how it ended. Yeah, that's about it. And then the Predator book, yeah, big week.
Yeah, it was a lot of book this week. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do next week. Eli, I want you to prepare because we're gonna take some time on this. Nasia 2 drops on Wednesday on HBO Max.
What?
We got to talk about it.
What are we taking?
Nasia 2.
Nasia. Oh,
yeah.
Nasia. Oh, yeah, the animation.
The animation, yeah. We're not gonna talk about it now. We're not gonna talk about it now. We got too much shit right now. But we're gonna talk about Nasia 1 and 2. We're gonna do both.
All right, cool. Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
Okay. So I got to renew HBO to watch that shit. So yeah. All right. So damn, a lot of people come in here. Shout out to y'all, man. I think we had 550 views for this one. That's pretty
cool.
One of the best ones we've done in a while. I guess y'all wait for us to come back. So I guess I don't know. That's why I kept it going. Like I was like, shit, we got these numbers. Why do we keep going? So shit. So yeah. Like I said, next week, stay tuned for that. Trust me, you never heard of the movie, you want to hear about this movie. We're gonna talk about it. It's a big fucking deal.
The first one's on Tubi and like Netflix.
The first one's on Tubi. I watched it on some weird ass site that I can't remember on, but I'll probably write my nose down like that. But Nasia 2, y'all watch it and we'll all talk about it. Everybody will. We'll have a conference call on it, a Zoom meeting or some shit. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.